All right. Uh, welcome, Chile. How are you, Chile?
All right.
All right.
Yeah. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Welcome to the first episode of No Manual Included. What a name! What a name! Let's see. Let's see what. Okay, my glasses. See. All right. Let me tell you a little something about the podcast, Chile. The idea of this podcast. It came from something we all experience. Nobody really gives you instructions for life. Are you okay? You having a stroke?
No, I'm good.
You smell toast? You
Yeah.
good? All right. So, you caught up with yourself? You good? You want to introduce yourself?
No.
Okay, that's fine. This is Chile, my little brother. Today's episode, I thought it'd be cool to sit down with my brother and just talk about where we're both at in life, you know, because we're actually in two different stages, no? How old are you?
18,
18? How old am I?
30.
About 30. I'm not 30 yet. 29. 29. 29. All right. Question number one. Should you ready for this one? No, I don't like that one. I'm gonna skip that one. Huh?
I think, if I remember right, I think number three is a good one.
You read this? I didn't think you'd actually read it. All right. Oh, that is a good one. Okay. What's something you believed when you were younger that you don't believe in anymore? God damn, for somebody who read through them, you don't have an answer.
uh,
It could be serious. It could be comedic. It could be whatever you want it to be. The answer can be whatever you want it to be. You want me to repeat the question again?
no, it's
Okay.
money's not easy to get.
No, it is not. No, it is not. What made you say that? Like, what made you believe that now?
I'm actually doing stuff.
Oh, doing what? What do you do, Chida? What do you
So,
do?
uh, I work with you.
You're that explains the majority of it. Yeah, but what all do you find yourself doing, Chili, with me?
Fucking up cars.
That makes sense. You do have the reverse Midas touch.
Well, why don't you talk? We're in the same thing. You can talk about it too.
Yeah, no, being a mechanic sucks. Yeah, I remember when I was gonna start being a mechanic. Oh, I watched a lot of movies. Watched Too Fast, Too Furious. I'm like, I'm gonna be like Paul Walker. One, I look nothing like Paul Walker. Two, I ain't doing cars like Paul Walker. All I do is work on people's vehicles all day. That's it. Advanced don't make it easy. Some customers don't make it easy. It is what it is. It is what it is. What do you like about being a mechanic? Do you even like being a mechanic?
I was working on my own stuff.
Like working on your own stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Where do you see yourself going with this? Do you do you see yourself continuing this for the rest of your life, just being a mechanic, or
Probably not.
probably not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, me neither.
I mean, if since we're in the same business, if it does grow enough, we can do our own thing and be relaxed about it.
Mm. Mm.
I wonder who that was.
She's had a little too many drinks today. um, yeah, yeah, I can see that. So where do you see the business going?
Uh,
Do you see any potential in it here in the next 2 years, 3 years,
uh
5 years?
yeah.
Where do you see it at?
And I think you said this before. I want to be a mechanic forever
Hmm.
because stressful.
Very stressful, very stressful.
Especially dealing with other people if it's your own stuff. pretty relaxed. It's whatever. I'll do it another time.
Mm.
When it's customers, stress you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Absolutely.
and you know, since I'm welder, I can weld stuff. Fabricate. Whatever we need. Uh, you know, if we ever sell our own cars,
Hmm.
it's a good skill to have, and make stuff.
Okay. Okay. How do you see the business now compared to how you saw it when we first started?
uh, Somebody said we're gonna make $1 million in a year. Halfway through the year, still working in a carport.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't expecting for the landlord to not let us do the shop there, even though the contract said auto shop or shop in general.
Yeah,
That kind of took a turn for the worse.
yeah.
It is what it is. It is what it is. But when you compare it to when we first started to now,
Well, I don't know. It feels kind of the same, just in a different spot, and
same
just
difference,
having to run Harbor Freight every other day for another tool.
yeah, yeah. How
What
so?
what
Same.
what about you? How do you see the business?
I'm hoping by the end of next year we're no longer working on other people's vehicles. And the way I see it, compared to how we started, since the first month what we were doing. Oh, you were in school, so you wouldn't really see it, but it was maybe one, two customers a month,
No,
first 2 months,
I feel
and
like
then
it was at least one or two a week.
because the first month we had Pablo and we had Billy. That's it. That's all we had. And then after that, then came maybe like one or two more new ones. I think it was Nick and his track. So you were also in school then. And then I think it was Billy again because the first time he came, it was from his diagnosis. Then we put dye in his oil, and that's when we realized it was actually his rear main seal after he let us actually diagnose it.
Yeah.
And that was like the second month, third month. That's when what? Who came in? Danilo and Pablo, and I think we had one of the Danilo's friends, Gabriel, with the diesel.
Hmm.
That was like third month. That was those three customers, and after that, I mean, for example, this month it was pretty busy at the beginning. It's just literally just this week that we kind of just died out. And technically we haven't died out because Terry with the T100, he also I don't know if I told you, but he said go ahead and get the part for it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Today?
hmm So we're gonna have to get the part. We're gonna have to do that. Still waiting on word on the van that's out there. The Suburban was also supposed to be this week. Till Advance dropped the ball on that. Kind of screwed us on there. Um, and the Matrix. Matrix.
Yeah.
Made a video on the Matrix.
Did you post it already?
Yeah, I posted it. It was weird though because I started the video and it was me starting to disassemble it, diagnose it, and that's when I realized. Well, I kind of had a feeling that it wasn't just gonna be the injector. I was just testing it for the customer, and then after that, it was just nothing but tests. And then the grounds being loose, causing the car not to start. So that took us half the day, and then yeah, just not being able to fully diagnose it just because we don't have the actual tools. These tools are very very expensive, and we're kind of if to be honest, if we really needed the tools, we could have got them. But the Titan, he didn't pay. We took his keys and disappeared.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be back for the actual key, but he left with just a temporary key. If he loses that chip, like I said, I'm charging him the full like all keys lost, like a locksmith will charge him. Or if he loses the chip, or if he breaks the chip, because I told him come back next day, I have the actual key for you. He didn't come up, so whatever happens on that one. What was I talking about?
I
I
think
lost my train of thought.
I think we were talking about like where you see the business in 5 years.
Yeah, we kind of got derailed there. But yeah, and by the end of next year, I'm trying my best, trying to put money aside for us so we can no, just do our own thing. Don't have to work on people's cars. And there's nothing wrong with working on people's cars because there's some really cool people out there. Pablo's really cool. He's really really understanding. But then there's some people that just they they don't understand. They don't understand. Like for example, if what would have happened with Advance, with the fact that they told us we can have the transmission for you tomorrow, right? You say sure, yeah, okay. You pay for it, and then oh yeah, no, not here yet. You go back 2 days later, no, not here yet. You go back again, and the manager says, oh yeah, we couldn't, we can never get that transmission. Now you're kind of left hanging after pushing it back and the customer calling you and telling them just push back, push back, push back, and now you got to tell them yeah they don't have it.
Yeah.
The solution would be okay. Let me go get it somewhere else. But guess what? Advance won't give you the money back. They say, no, we got to write you a check. I said, can't put it back in my card? Nope. Okay. That's fine. How long will the check get here? It won't get mailed for another week, so it'll be about 2-3 weeks before it gets back. So now I'm caught fronting the bill. But yeah, AutoZone came in clutch though. AutoZone helped us on that one. They should have the transmission soon. When I went there today, they told me they got it ordered and everything. Everything's good to go. Um, yeah, yeah. You have good people like Pablo who actually understand it. Like I get it. It wasn't your fault. It's parts. It is what it is. There's a few people out there I'm not gonna name, but they would not understand. They'd be like, "What the heck, bro? I need my car."
Yeah.
I mean, and I kind of get them. Not everybody has a second car, and it's tough to get rides. But at the same time, it's kind of out of my hands. I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And people are like, all right, I got a problem. Only happens in the morning. I can only leave for 2 hours.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. Sometimes I can only leave for 30 minutes, but the problem's intermittent. It
Yeah.
rarely happens, but it happens during the morning. But I'm gonna drop it off at night when the problem's not happening. Yeah, that's a really good one. Those are fun. But yeah, I just don't want to deal with that. I don't want to. I just don't want to deal with that anymore. It's stressful. Very, very stressful. Let's see. Oh, I got one for you. I got one for you. You're 18 right now, right?
Yeah.
What do you think is the biggest challenge your generation faces? Hmm.
I don't really know.
I can give you my perspective from outside in, I guess, because I'm not your generation technically.
Yeah.
Social media and phones. Social media and phones. I think that's one of the biggest challenges.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Have you seen Sada?
She's different.
What do you mean she's different? I've seen a lot of young kids with their speech, the way they speak is like it's getting out of hand. What's some of the stuff that they say? Like 6'7". Explain that to me. If I if I was gonna hire somebody, right, and interview hit me with the 6'7", I'd be like, please, it's a pleasure meeting you. You're more than welcome to reply a different date because it's like I don't know. Maybe my generation is different, or maybe I'm different. But I was raised, come in, shake your hand, good speech, proper speech when you're meeting somebody. And by proper speech, I mean things you'd find in a dictionary, not just made up words. I mean, I'm all for it, but
Yeah, you do be saying some of our stuff as well.
no, I know. Every now and then it's fine, but like when I was working at Express, some of the young people that would come there, the things they would say at the times that they would say it, I'm like, dude, you're talking to a customer. I'm like, 6'7". What? Oh, between friends and stuff, it's all fun and it don't matter. But always doing stuff like that. I think that's crazy. But it is what it is.
Yeah,
What about your perspective? You know, what do you see?
not focused.
Huh?
Our generation isn't very focused.
Is it very focused?
Yeah.
Focus. What about hard working?
There's some hard workers out there. Yeah.
I believe that. I believe that. I've seen some of your friends. They're pretty hard workers. Do you feel do you feel pressure to have your life figured out from
Yes and no.
from your dad, from mom?
Mostly for my dad,
I had a feeling. How?
cause I'd be getting decent grades, like, A's and B's in school. Like, gotta get A's. I have mostly A's, like 90s, and like gotta get them 99, bro. I'm like, bro, it's an A. What more do you want?
What about college? Doesn't he want you to go to college?
Nah, I don't want to go to college. My dad does though. He's like, oh, you gotta be an engineer. I don't want to do all that.
Yeah, it's funny. What did your dad say about you working?
No, he's glad that I'm actually doing something.
They're doing something with your life?
Yeah,
It makes sense. How old are you?
18.
18? The hell was I doing at 18? I went to college. I went to go study architecture. Took like a semester and just put that aside.
What'd you do after?
I came back to Tennessee, went to trade school to the mechanic school. Did that for a trimester. Like that was like 3 months, and then wasn't learning anything at all. Just blank. There was, and I was paying attention. Like I was passing their little tests that they'd have straight A's, 102%, whatever, spot on. Didn't know nothing. I went to apply at Firestone GS. No clue. No clue. No clue what I was doing. They they put me to organize the parts room. I walked in, I looked around, I'm like, I don't recognize any of these boxes, brother. What am I supposed to do with all this? They're like, yep, just organize it, put it in numbers, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I organized that. And when I was finished, I was so scared. I'm like, oh man, I'm finished organizing. They're gonna put me to work on a car. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna break somebody's freaking car, man. This is gonna be so bad. And then they were like, oh, nope, can't work on a car yet. I need you to organize the tire room. And I took my sweet time because I was so scared to work on a car. I think I spent like the first 2 3 weeks just organizing parts and then organizing tires. And then after I organized them, I was like, I don't like the way these go. I'm gonna move these over here, put those upstairs, put these downstairs. So I just really didn't want to. And then out of nowhere, one of the texts was like, "So are you just gonna, you know, mess around in the back, just doing parts, tires all day? Like, what did you get hired for?" I'm like, "Work on cars and stuff." And he's like, "All right, come on, come on." And he's like, "I'm gonna teach you how to do an oil change. Do you know how to do an oil change?" I'm like, "Nope, nope, not one bit, not one bit." And he's like, "All right, this is how you do it." He's like, "Put oil in the car." And he gave me the oil gun to put oil in the car. I was I was shaking. I was shaking. I was so scared. And I did that. I got over that little hurdle and yeah, just started working on cars, started messing them up. I remember I had a Nissan. First brake job I did by myself. Came right back. His
What?
rear brakes locked up.
How?
I put the pads on backwards because there are some pads that they're not just whatever side. There's some pads that have little nipples on them. If you put them wrong, they'll like hit on the piston and bind, and that's what it did. And so his brakes locked up.
Mm.
Yeah,
Does it not say like inner or outer?
I think it did, but I wasn't paying attention. That was the first brake job. I was just trying to go fast. I was just yeah, like yeah. Yeah, messed that up. I messed up quite a few cars. I remember I did an alignment once too when I was my first alignment. I didn't know what I was doing. Nobody taught me. Nobody would teach me. They just be like, "Here, do it," and I'll do it. And car came back as well. Steering wheel and cockeyed, crooked.
Ooh.
Crooked. Yeah, that was fun. That was terrible.
What tools did you have to bring like on your first day, or any at all?
My first tools, I went to Home Depot. Yeah, I went to Home Depot, bought a Husky box, and bought their mechanics tool set with the little sockets and the goofy little ratchets. They're all big and clunky, and the big old wrench. I still have the Husky's impact sockets, and I still have the Husky 22, 21, and 24. I still use those to this day. It just they ain't broken yet, so
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And then after that, just saving up all my little bit of money, a little bit. 'Cause I was making like $12 an hour. $12 an hour. I was saving up my little bit of money to buy
What year
tools.
was this?
2017, 2000, yeah, 16
So
or 17. I can't remember. I
so
graduated
so
2015,
so
so
just about 10 years ago. You've been doing mechanic business for 10 years.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, back then I was a baby mechanic. Didn't know jack hell what I was doing. I thought I did. As a GS, I thought I was king of the world. I thought I knew everything. Whose car did I try to fix? Uh, I didn't try to fix, but I was diagnosing cars. My mom would ask me, Jimmy would ask me something. I'd say, yeah, it's this.
Not even related.
Dead wrong. Dead wrong. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I remember when I went to school too for the mechanic, they had asked us like what's our goals in the future, and I told them that I wanted to retire by 30 and have a shop by then. Not retired, not even close to retired, but actually I am close to retired. I said next year. I plan on it. So yeah, pretty close, pretty close. But and yeah, I'm working on the shop right now, so
Yeah.
you just gotta have goals and kind of shoot,
Mm.
move forward. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I miss Firestone. Remember one time I took my motorcycle to work and I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was working on the car. I went on a test drive, and when I came back, my motorcycle was gone. And yeah, I was panicking. Everybody was laughing at me, and then somebody gave me a hint, and so I walked into the tire room, and they had put my motorcycle in the tire room behind a bunch of tires, a wall of tires. I was like, dang, awesome, so fun, so fun. Oh yeah. Let's see. What do older people misunderstand about younger people? For somebody who read all these questions, I haven't read any of them.
I didn't read.
For somebody who read these questions,
I
you
read
are
the first.
struggling.
I read the first four. I don't know. You guys seem to think not everybody, but some of you older folk think everybody's the same.
Oh, I felt pretty much directly directed at me because he said, you guys, you,
No, no.
you, not you, but you.
No, but I mean,
Not all old people, but you.
no, I mean like just older folk in general just think everybody's the same, or like yeah,
No, I don't know.
like
Hmm. Good stuff, Chili. Good stuff. Let's see what else they put on the agenda for us. Oh,
who's they?
don't worry about who they are. It says, what did we have to learn the hard way?
Isn't that kind of directed at both of us?
No, I know what I had to learn the hard way. I got plenty of life experiences. I'm still learning.
I learned to do not leave in the middle of an oil change.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Oh my God. Very first car and our best customer. Oh, man. I turned, I cranked that motor over I think 2 or 3 times with Molly while she was there. That's all when he came back this time. Like, remember when we were like, oh, the valves are ticking? I'm like, man, that truck is too good of a truck for the valves to be ticking on its own. I have a feeling it has to do something we did when we try to start it without the oil.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it was just a wire, the spark plug wire. Oh my goodness. I bet you, I'm surprised he didn't notice that. He never said anything about it. Never said anything about the little ticking.
He probably would have noticed a drop in power though.
Yeah, because it was a little softer. Yeah.
Yeah. And now that I think about it, also the Suburban, he's like, oh, is there anything we can do to improve power? Transmission probably going out the whole time.
Yeah, and I feel like he knew. I feel like he knew it was a transmission because he even said that it's been going out slowly over time. Like another transmission, but like the power has been dropping over time. And then when the transmission went bad, he was like, "Yeah, I could tell the transmission was going bad because over time you could feel it like kind of rev up." And I'm like, you didn't put two and two together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stunned me. I think I kind of learned the hard way. So I ain't signing no more contracts. I ain't signing no more contracts ever again unless I have a lawyer read through it, like dig through it, like really dig through it and make sure that it's in my best interest. Ain't signing nothing. Or unless it's a house. Outside of that, I ain't signing Jack Diddley. The contracts got me in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Yeah. Hmm. What did you learn about working hard?
I don't know. I feel like I don't really work hard, anyways.
Yeah, to be fair, the only time we work harder and longer than we should is when we mess something up.
Yeah.
Because hour wise, like if we go by the book, our jobs are really quick and short. We make pretty good money off of them, but sometimes we make them a little more lengthy than they should be.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes we make them like that, but
Yeah.
and sometimes it's not our fault. Sometimes there's like rust and stuff,
Yeah.
or a ratchet falls on our head, and like Billy's truck left me a big old egg right here.
Remember that one time we had to weld somebody's shock strut mount?
You mean pomelos?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, that was supposed to be a quick job. And every time I say it's gonna be a quick job, nope. I,
Yeah.
I took I took the bolt off, like I took the nut off to hose the strut. All that, all it was is just pull it. Like that's all you had to do. Just pull it, pull down, done. And I pulled it, I'm like, this ain't coming out. I know I'm a mechanic, but I'm gonna watch YouTube because I gotta be doing something wrong. I watch YouTube. Yep, exactly how I thought. But but that's when I realized we are cooked. We are fried. We are so screwed. I just saw that big old rust. I'm like, awesome. A lot of rust. A lot of rust.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you learn about who you surround yourself with?
Once again, I don't really surround myself with anybody except family.
That's true.
When was the last time you saw me hang out with a friend or something?
I don't know. Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
Zach.
Oh, yeah. But those are more your friends.
Same thing. It's people. It's people.
Yeah.
What is something you wish someone warned you about?
I don't know. I had pretty good guidance my whole life, you know?
Yeah, you ain't made too many mistakes other than running red lights and getting speeding tickets.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's different.
Mm.
What about you? You gotta answer some of these questions too. This is like a whole interview just for me.
Yeah. No, but I've been adding to them. I've been adding to them.
You didn't add to the last one.
Which last one?
The whatever warnings, you know.
I didn't add the people or the warnings.
Huh?
I didn't add anything about the people or warnings. Because
Exactly.
well, if I have to add it to the people, I mean, it's hard on that one because there are good people and there are bad people, man. And a lot of times you can't tell them apart till they bite you. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and so with that being said, it's kind of hard to surround yourself with said good people because you don't even know if they're good until shit goes sideways.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what is something I wish someone warned me about? I don't know because people have warned me about stuff, but in my youth, I'm stubborn. Just didn't listen. They told me about relationships. I didn't listen. I thought I knew everything. Told me about money. I didn't listen. I thought I knew everything. It was until I got older and I started messing up that I'm like, yeah, I don't know everything. Ah, there's a bunch of times that I'm like, shit, I fucked up. Yeah. If you could add, if you could add one page to life's manual, what would it be?
I don't know. It's the name of the podcast. There's no manual.
Yeah. If there was, man, it'd be how to know you're making the right choice. I mean, I feel like that's what
But
that's
again,
what everybody would choose because
you never know what the right choice is. One leads you another way, the other leads you the other.
yeah,
And one could be right for one person, one could be right for another.
yeah, you're not wrong.
Like let's say there's two people, and you offer both of them $1 million. One could be smart with the money and grow it. The other be like spend a bunch of stuff, and keep the good stuff, like expensive, I don't know, cars, hobbies, but they'll be broke after.
Yeah,
And the other guy, this guy could be like, oh yeah, I love what I did with my $1,000 with my $1 million. While the other guy be like, I also love what I did with my $1 million. So
hmm,
there's no really right or wrong. It's what you think you want.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
What would you do with $1 million?
What would I do with $1 million?
Yeah.
A million after tax or before tax?
Well, let's just say 10 million after tax.
10 million after tax.
Yeah.
Retire.
That's
Straight
it.
retire.
That's obvious, but like, what would you do? Would you do invest it? Would you buy
Oh yeah, I'd
cars?
invest it. Buy properties, especially land. Once you own land, bro, value can only go up. You can't make more land. You can't make more land. So land, stonks, you know, absolutely invest in stonks. Get a nice portfolio of at least about 3 million. Have the divvies come in, reinvest itself, and then the rest, I'd have to really think about what kind of companies to open because, man, businesses are hit and miss. So with the amount of business that I've done, the store, that was a good one. But then after that, how many failed before, we started the mechanic and the mechanic's actually doing good? One of the failed businesses was keeping the mechanic down. Otherwise, I'm gonna be honest with you. If that trailer wasn't like, if the mechanic shop wasn't paying the other businesses to keep it, just from going into debt or from going into, let's say, a bad road, then I I could might not be a million this year, but maybe half, maybe a quarter. If you give me just a little bit of money, bro, I can make it work. 'Cause I've been making it work so far, and I've been in the negatives.
Yeah.
So if I can get out of the negatives and be straight positives, like if I didn't have those other things going, give me a little bit, I can make it run. I can make it rain. That's not ego. That's just, well, I guess you can call it ego. I don't know, but that's just confidence from previous failed experiences and learning what works and what doesn't. Now I know what works. That's why I'm doing pretty decent now.
Yeah. Are there any skills you would have liked to learn when you were my age?
Skills that I have now.
Well, yeah, obviously, but like anything else that you think you would like to know right now?
To be fair, if I could go back to your age, I would do it over. I would do everything different.
Like what?
Hmm?
Like what?
I'd stay in college.
For
Straight up stay in
architecture?
college. No, finance.
Finance?
I love numbers. Like, I love stocks. I love watching graphs. I love numbers. I love finances. I love moving numbers around. I love it. I love it. I don't like working on cars, but I love numbers. Yeah. But I didn't realize that till later.
Yeah, but think about it this way: since you know how to work on cars, you can build the business of mechanic, and then once it's fully set up and running by itself, you run the finances. Because what do you do with just a finance degree? You go work for somebody else?
Yeah. Go get a good paying job. Work at a bank.
Oh yeah, but
Something. I don't know.
what do you do after? You're just gonna keep working there,
Retire.
work there forever though?
No, they pay pretty well to the point where I can manage my money, you know? But I don't know. What was the question?
uh,
Yeah, I wish I, if I could go back, I'd redo that. Yeah, what's funny about being a mechanic though is I've tried escaping it so many times. I tried leaving it. I tried running away from it. Always pulls me back. Always, 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 always. All right, you ready to close this thing out?
already.
Just a short one today. It's our first one. Nobody's probably gonna watch it. You know,
Yeah.
it's just consider this our practice. I think it was a good one. I think we pulled some things out of our butt there. We didn't have, you know, it wasn't on the schedule. We kind of skipped a bunch too, though.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Because I mean, like, okay, how about this one before we close? Let's get this one. This is a good answer.
It's a good answer. Good question.
Oh yeah, good. This is a good. uh,
But you already got the answers
actually, I
yet?
have two. I have two. Let me go. Let me go to question number two. That's a good one. What was the last thing you were really excited about? Like what got you going? You know what made you your blood pump?
Graduation.
Huh?
Graduation.
That's not that. Because I mean, I think every kid looks forward to graduation until they realize, shit, now I gotta work.
uh,
I was like what? Like a new game coming out. Like I got this guitar that I'm gonna like. What? Hmm. What tickled your pickle, Chili? Like what? I got you going.
uh, finding a really good deal on that car for the engine and transmission that I'm about to go put in my car. Next week.
Hmm.
Because I mean, it was a good deal. The For the price, you get the good engine and transmission and a parts car.
Yeah, car that exploded into a guardrail.
Okay, but that's different. That's different.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we really did reach that because this page is page number one. Okay. Life doesn't come with instructions. Nobody has everything figured out. We're all learning as we go. This is no manual included. Really great episode. First episode. I think we talked a good amount. No idea what we were doing. We did good. Again, this is no manual included. And thank you all for watching. Vaya con Dios, mis amigos.
Speaking Spanish now.
Always, always, always.